Hey, what's going on, guys? It's that big guy here again today, and today we got some big news for Heroes of the Storm. So the little mini expansion is coming out for the Eternal Conflict. So we got two new heroes. We got the Skeleton King and the Monk class from Diablo series. And so far, it looks very interesting how they're doing these two heroes because they haven't done anything like it before for heroes. And we're going to be talking about some of their spells and some of the new features that are coming in the Eternal Conflict for Heroes of the Storm. We do know some of the spells for the Skeleton King, their names, but we don't know the damage output or the special effects that they do. And also the Monk class is very new, so there's barely any information on them except for a couple things that they released at E3 and some interviews. So I hope you enjoy this video and let's get to it. So Leoric's first ability, which is the Q button, Skeletal Swing. Skeletal Swing seems to be like a heavy cleave damage, and you also have to remember that this hero is considered a warrior class, so he will be able to take a lot of damage and deal a lot of damage back. For the Skeleton King's next ability, which is the W button, Drain Hope. Drain Hope looks like it's some kind of life-stealing spell where you can actually drain the other enemy hero's life force or maybe a minion's life force. We're not really sure yet, but that's what it looks like. Now his next ability, which is the E button, Wrath Walk. Wrath Walk personally looks like you target on an enemy hero and a spectral wraith comes out of your body and you follow him, or it's more of a trick shot. Not really sure yet, but it looks very familiar to Sylvanas' Banshee Wail, where you can teleport to the Banshee's location after it. So that's something very interesting to look at because that would make pursuing a lot easier and a lot faster. Now for his first heroic ability is Entomb. Entomb creates a U-shaped wall that traps an enemy hero or any type of mercenary minions into this little box-shaped area, and you can trap them. Not sure how long it lasts, but this is perfect for a fleeing enemy. You just entrap them, you go inside, you beat them up, or you can have one of your other teammates CC them and do the same. Just DPS them down because he is not going anywhere with that Diablo themed wall around him. Now for his final heroic ability is March of the Black King. March of the Black King looks like a Juggernaut type move where you just strafe down the field, swinging your axe back and forth, doing large amounts of area damage, and if there's enemy heroes, minions, mercenaries in the way, they will be torn down, shredded. And now for his trait. His trait is the most unique we've seen so far from any heroes in the Storm. His trait is Skeleton King. When Leoric dies, he turns into a wraith and can roam around the map. He can slow enemies, so when the timer is up, you can respawn where the wraith was, and this is something amazing. We haven't seen anything like this before. It's kind of like Murky's Egg, where you can respawn at the egg instead of the home fort itself. So next we got the Monk class. He's a very nimble support class. It's going to be the first support class from the Diablo series world, and he's still in early development. Jumps around the battlefield and can heal allies. Very unique in the sense that his level 1 talent choice is actually a trait choice, which we haven't seen in any other hero so far. He can choose from more offensive of defensive stances as his trait, which suggests mantras could be his trait. Now, I've never played a monk in the Diablo series, so mantras are a type of stance that you can change. You can go from healing to defense, offense. So he's going to have he's not just going to be a support, he's going to be a very unique class in its own. Appears to have 7-sided strike as one of his skills. So in the cinematic, he jumps all around doing 7 different types of punching moves. So he's definitely going to be a melee type hero, which is going to be interesting to see because of his mantras, his defensive stances, offensive stances. And since his level 1 talent choice is actually a trait choice, which is very unique. So this class, I'm going to keep my eye out on it just because of how customizable it seems. So let's continue on with some more information on the Eternal Conflict. So with the Eternal Conflict is a sort of an expansion, an event lasting for several months with new heroes and battlegrounds. It's Blizzard's first world to enter the Nexus. Now there's about 4 heroes that are coming out with this little mini expansion. We've already seen Johanna. The Butcher is going to be coming out within, I want to say, next week, and Leoric, the Skeleton King, will probably be out in about 2 weeks, and the monk will probably be 3 or 4 because there's not that much information about him. Now there is a cool little thing that I am excited to announce. The treasure golem will be coming into the nexus for the duration of this mini expansion. The treasure golem spawns right before the gates open, and if the heroes manage to kill him before he escapes, they get bonus gold at the end of the match. So it's probably not going to be thousands of gold. It's probably going to be 5 or 10 or 20 gold, which is pretty cool in the Diablo series. That's the one thing that you always look for as a treasure golem. Treasure golems are the coolest things. It's a walking pinata. So some of this content will be on the public test round 2 weeks from now, so June 23rd. So if you're into the whole public test round, you can jump on it and all the stuff will be on there. So guys, I hope you liked this video. All this news and everything came out yesterday. I will put links in the description for all the information and the cinematics and all that good stuff in the bottom. So guys, as always, you stay classy. Hey guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and a big old like and subscribe. And as always guys, you stay classy.
Hell hath no fury like a woman swarmed. Be quiet. I'm brooding.
This codpiece gives me tender loins. You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of meat, boy? Well good, I've got flank, shank, ribeye, brisket, take your pick.